my name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter, and I'm coming to you from my art studio with one of my art advice for art collectors. Okay, this one's for art collectors. If you're an artist, and pay attention, you might learn a thing or two. You might not. I don't know. So this is for art collectors. Not all that glitters is gold. That's what I want to tell you today. Okay, not all that glitters is gold. If you're trying to purchase artwork, you want to collect art from a certain artist, and you're doing it because you think you've been told or you've read somewhere, or you're new to art collecting. Maybe you're fresh with the whole art collecting thing, and you have this idea that art rises in value. I'm going to collect from this artist or from that artist. I'm trying to tell you something. Do your research. Do enough research. Talk to other art collectors who are more seasoned than you. Maybe don't talk to art collectors who are starting out like you. Someone who's more seasoned, and invite them out to a little coffee or something, and just kind of pick their brain a little bit. Most people are not. Most people want to talk about this stuff. I mean, if you're into art, you want to talk about it. With other people. It's what you like. That's one. Have enough information. If you're going and buying off, on the local art gallery, it's the same. If you're going and buying on eBay or on Etsy or anywhere or Artsy or whatever, any of those websites or local shows, you want to have information about the artist, and you want to have information about what type of art you're collecting, what it is that you're going after, because there's that overpromise from many artists, that the artists are not saying, it's just the market says it itself. It's like a market thing. Art rises in value over time, yes, but it does for the right artists. So that's number one. Have enough information. Two, I'd go with this one. Trust the drive of the artist. Sometimes the artist has so much drive in their career and their business, in the way they paint. They're showing everywhere. You see these artists that are just moving. They're showing in different galleries. They're talking to different people, or they're showing in different sites. And they, you Google their name and they're everywhere. You talk to someone about their work and they're like, oh yes, I've seen his work. I've seen her work or whatever. They might not be world famous. They might not be even state level famous or something, but people have seen them. People have seen them enough. Trust your instinct when it comes to that, because artists it is my belief that artists that move, that are trying to create a name for themselves, will often do, and that's a good artist to buy from, because those artists are making they're making serious decisions with their career or their business. So that's it. This is for art collectors. Okay, do enough of your homework and trust the drive of the artist. When you see an artist with a lot of drive, a lot of heart, they're moving hard, they're showing their work, they're selling their work, they're trying to push their name into the market, trust that. Because more often than not, that's an artist that's going to get somewhere, and that is going to create a name, and their work will go up in value over the years. My name is Jose Trujillo. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.